Hi friends, welcome to my channel Guruvira Tutorials. In this video clip, I am going to brief you on spun yarn technology. That is the manufacturing of yarns in the industries. Especially this video clip on conventional spinning process. Okay, not technologically developed, conventional spinning process. Since 100 years, what the routine was there. Means so that we can understand the process, how the yarn is spun. In this video clip, I am covering only part of the spinning of yarn, that is processing production of the yarn, that is only from mixing, blow-room, carding and drawing. This part is selected for the process of carded yarn. In cotton spinning mills, there are two types of yarns are spun. One is carded yarn and second one is combed yarn. Carded yarns are processed for the coarser counts. Say coarser counts starts from 2s, 6s, 8s up to 10s, even for 12s, even 16 also. It's depend upon the concept of the calculation of the mill, specific mills, how they are going to classify. Okay, and second, combed yarn. For combed yarn, separate extra process is used in the preparatory, that is combing of the yarn. In my next video, I will take that process, combing of yarn. In this video clip, I will share you my small knowledge, not only knowledge, my industrial experience. I worked in spinning mills, okay, for 3 years. Personally, I worked on the floor, in this floor. Okay, now for processing of carded yarn, first steps in this blow-room line, in this preparatory process line, or in the spinning of the yarn, number of machines are utilized, number of labors are worked, number of parameters are to be followed, number of schedule to be followed, number of observations to be seen or studied. Most of the things are there, including humidity control. Okay, now in the mixing, what is mixing? Mixing, the word itself saying it's a mix of what? Mix of cotton. In spinning mill, whatever the raw material is coming, that raw material is raw fiber that is in the ginned form. The ginned form of the cotton is packed in a bale form. One bale is approximately 180 kg in kilograms. Okay, approximately 180 kg will be there. In spinning mill, you know, cottons are not only one variety cottons. In the world, geographically, different varieties of cottons are grown and harvested and ginned. Some cotton fibers have its own specific length, specific fineness, that is micronaire, specific tenacity, specific shade or luster will be there. So its variety different. Some fibers are having short fibers, having 1 centimeter in length, staple length, or some fibers have 1.5 or 2 centimeter Like that, different varieties will be there. The decision taken by the spinning mill, what staple length they have to use to produce a particular count, it is decided by the mill. But why they are going to use different varieties? In mixing, 4 or 5 varieties of cottons are mixed. That is different. The producer, the companies, the raw material, the ginning raw material producers, the varieties J34SG, okay, different NHS 44, like that, different kinds of varieties will be there. That I will come in particular department, mixing department, blow room department, carding department, drawing department, like that. Further videos will be specifically concentrated on each department. In that department will go in deep. Okay, so 4 or 5 varieties and different length of fibers, different length, different microneer, different will be there, which is suitable for. Total is mixed and feed to the blow room. Mixing, see, when in mixing department all bales are opened, the number of bales required per shift, see, per shift there are mills are working in 3 shifts. Per shift of 8 hours, the number of bales are decided, one each bale having 180 kg. So number of bales to be mixed, open and mixed, is decided based on the final outcome, winding outcome. How much kg per shift is to be produced, how much kg per shift of yarn cones are produced. Based on that, it is judged, so that the continuous flow of cotton will be there in the mill. There should not be shortage in the previous process for the further process. It should be taken care. So usually 4 or 5 varieties or even 3 varieties, 4 varieties of cotton bales are opened. When is opened, there are this much of kg, 2 kg, 3 kg lumps will be there. It is because it is compacted, packing will be there. So all big lumps are spread on a. Please keep in mind, I'm explaining on conventional process, not modern technology. That will be discussed later. Conventional process. Okay, please keep in mind conventional processing. So all opened bales, whatever open cotton is there, that is spread on the floor, clean floor, open. Then by the labor, mixing department labor, is all how much possible is there, that much of possible they have to open the lumps by hand, so that they have to reduce the size of the lumps. And wherever the contamination, color contamination will be there, color yarn or color fabric threads or color contaminations, foreign materials, leaves, dry leaves, seeds, whatever, totally it will be there. Genet is not 100%. In ginning only seeds are removed. Even though seeds are removed and cleaned, the packing will be having contamination will be there. That cleanness should be taken care by the ginning peoples and the purchasers and sellers. That is separate. Okay, and all whatever contamination is there, try to remove everything. Then after, what is for visual, for hand, how much possible is there to reduce the size of the lump and to check the contaminations, then it is fed to the blow room. Okay, in mixing, whatever is a homogeneous mixing, and the word homogeneous is required to explain. Homogeneous means all, suppose example I am telling you, 4 bales they have taken of different varieties. Each bales are mixed homogeneously, so that all varieties, all 4 varieties of fibers are mixing in homogeneously, thoroughly in each and every square centimeter or square meter or square foot of the spreadings. Everywhere the proportion of sharing of all fibers should be same, that is homogeneous. That homogeneous mixing will help to produce a consistent quality yarns in the ring frame. Consistency in terms of strength, in terms of hairiness, in terms of twist or anything. So homogeneous mixing is very important in mixing room. Okay. Then after homogeneous mixing, after removal of color contaminations, after reducing hand reduction of the size of the lumps, it is fed to the blower machine. Okay. In blower machine, see, in mixing department, just I have written, you can take the snap, a screenshot. Okay, I will give us time for screenshot. In this is just the rough diagram I given here. You can take now. Now you can take the screenshot. In this here mixing 3 to 4 or more variety of cotton fibers or cotton bales are taken, and second point is opening of the bales, and third point is removing of contamination, and fourth is breaking of the lumps by hand, and next one is homogeneous mixing, then feeding to the blower. Okay, this is mixing department. Now the next department, when this homogeneous mixed cotton lumps are fed to the blower room. What is blower room? What is blower room? Blower room is a big operating room. It is a big operating room in the spinning mill. In this big room, the huge size of the machines will be there. Please keep in mind the small, whatever explanation I am giving in the simple words, that is for those who are not in this textile line, those who are not seen the spinning mill. Okay, in blower room line, most of the machines will be there. Number of machines will be there. Big machines will be there. Why big machines? Because cotton size is more. The tons, 100,000 kg of cotton is fed. One bale, 180 kg. 4 bale, how much? 180 means 200, or 5. If you take approximate 5 bale, around near to 1000 kg. Okay. This 1000 kg of yarn is processing in a machine, means you think the size of the machines. In machines, the fed cotton is subjected to again opening of the fibers, opening of the lumps, breaking of the lumps, and individualization of the fibers, and removing of the dust and dirt. Okay, for totally it is removed. To achieve this breaking of the cottons, to achieve removing of the dust and dirt, to achieve individualization of the fibers, to reduce the size of the lump into small tuft, you think how the machines, the cotton is subjected to what type of operations? Breaking operations. Think of those big rollers. The cotton is passing through the big rollers having spiked pins will be there, blades will be there, floating belts will be there. The floating belts to transfer the cotton from one machine to other machines. Each and every machines, there is a rollers, there is airflow, there is a removal of the grid, the dust and dirt removal will be there. Okay, so this all 4 or 5 machines it is moving through. So finally the final machines it is coming. Everything is cotton is passing by airflow from one machine to another machine. In each machine the breaking opening of the cotton takes place, removal of the dust and dirt will be takes place. Okay, unwanted materials, foreign materials is removed in each machine. Around minimum 4 to 5 times the cotton is subjected to these operations. Finally the cotton lumps are reduced to small tuft. Very small tuft will be there. So 1 centimeter to 2 centimeter size tuft will be there. Those tuft are all taken together and create a sheet. It is taken in the form of sheet. Finally it is taken, it is processed and converted in the form of sheet. That sheet is compressed and make it compact like paper. It's not a paper, make it just to give strength, it is compacted so that each fibers, each tuft has to hold one each other, and that sheet is again wind in a roller form. The roller form of wind is there, no? That form of cotton roller sheet is sheet roller, that is called sheet roller. That in textile term, in spinning mill, that is called as lap. Okay, see the points. First, passing through the number of rollers with blades and openers. Next, lumps of cotton reduced to tufts. Okay, next, all tufts taken out in a sheet form, that is lap. That lap is fed to carding machine. This lap is nearly around 5 kg. Minimum 5 kg will be there. That is, and also think, in this blow room the input is the mixed cotton will be there. The output is lap will be there. The weight of the lap is very important in producing of the spun yarn. In the mixing room, I told you, in the mixing room 100% homogeneous mixing will help the final consistent quality of the spun yarn. Like that in blow room, each and every lap produced in the blow room should be consistent in the weight. If one weight is having 5 kg, if other lap is producing 6 kg and one more is producing 3 kg, means it will not help in producing qualitative yarns. So whatever the outcome of the laps from the blow room should have plus or minus, little bit variation will be there, plus or minus 5%. Or it depends upon 2%, 3%, 5% or 10%. It depends upon the decision taken by the quality department of the spinning mill. So only the thing is, there should be same weight of lap should come outside, so that the grams per square unit will be same. That will help in producing next further process and keep consistency in quality. Okay, this is about the blow room. Then after producing blow room, in blow room lap is come out. It's then carding. What is carding department? Carding is one of the most important machinery process in the spinning mill, conventional spinning mill. Not only conventional, in the spinning mills. It is the heart of the spinning mill. It is the heart of the spinning mill. The real spinning of the yarn starts in the carding department. In carding, the laps are fed backside of the carding machine. In carding, what are the process or operations are taking place? Again, the lap is opened, the fiber placed in the sheet form of the lap are opened. How much level it is opened? All fibers are individualized, free from each other. All fibers are free from each other. Individualization of the fiber taking place. In this individualization of the fiber play in the operation, all whatever the balance, dust and dirt will be there. It's coming from in the lab. All everything is removed and fall down. Okay. So here in this carding machine, whatever the mechanism is there, that is roller mechanisms, that I will come in the separate video. In this, what are the operation take place? All individualization of the fibers taken place. Further dust and dirt will be removed, foreign metals will be removed, and all fibers are free from each other. Then all free fibers are again taken out in the form of web, that is in the thin paper, like it is coming like thin web. Okay, that web is condensed and in the form of rope and delivered in the by winding on the carding drum. Okay, what are the operations taken place here? In carding, laps are further opened as individual fibers, most of dust and dirt removed, all free form of fibers taken out as next as a what all fibers are taken out as in winding and further delivered in a rope form into carding can. Okay, here just time correction, all free from fibers taken out as winding. As a rope, it should be as a winding and further delivered in a rope form into carding can. Okay, whatever the web taken out in the form of web in the carding, that rope form of the cotton is called sliver. Is called sliver. In sliver, please keep it in mind, in sliver, all fibers, almost fibers are placed parallel to each other. Means entanglement of the fibers is very less in efficient carding machine. I am talking about efficient carding. The whatever sliver coming out from the efficient carding, that almost 80%, 80 to 90% fibers are in a parallel form, parallel to the rope axis, parallel to the sliver axis. Almost around 10 to 20% entanglement will be there. Okay, so this sliver came out as taken point in a carding can. This carding can, okay, next taken to the draw frame. What is draw frame? Draw frame is another important process for further making the fibers parallel, straight and ease for the next process. Okay, here in carding, all fibers, individual fibers are placed parallel to each other in the form of web, almost 80%, and remaining 10 to 20% entanglement will be there. For that 10 to 80%, and even though fibers are parallel to each other, it is not in a straight form. In the carding sliver, all fibers are not in a straight form. That may be in a crinkled form or in a rest form. Okay, not like straight like string. Not in this. It will not help in winding. In draw frame, okay, draw frame is fed with 4 or 4 to 8 draw frame slivers are taken backing of the draw frame. Here in the back of the draw frame, I will come separately on draw frame in the one more video. In separate draw frame, in the draw frame, back side of draw frame, the left side and right side total 4, one side left side 4 can, right side 4 can, all cans are taken and placed. These are carding slivers, carding cans. Assume that there are 8 cans are there, one side 4 and another side 4. So left side 4 cans, right side 4 cans. So total 8 slivers are taken out on the frame to the drafting zone. In the front there is a drafting zone will be there. That is main operation of the draw frame. In drafting zone, what is happening? Rollers will be there. 3 by 3 rollers, or 3 by 4 rollers, or 3 by 5 rollers. That's it, drafting rollers, the mechanisms. In drafting zone, what are the operations taken place? Drafting, twisting, winding. Drafting, twisting, winding. Drafting, twisting, winding. All 8 sliver whatever coming from back from the carding cans or fed to the drafting rollers, In drafting rollers, all 8 slivers are again drafted. Drafting means the drawing of each individual fibers. 1 inch of sliver is drafted into 10 inch of web. 1 inch of carded sliver can be drawn as a 8 to 10 inch. Just I'm giving a concept. It is drafting, not breaking. Just draw fibers. Draw. Okay. The stretching of the fibers taking place. So by drafting, whatever the entangled fibers will be there, whatever the resting fibers will be there in the carded sliver, whatever the crinkled fibers will be there, all are getting straightened. So fibers in the drafting operation, all fibers are getting straightened. Okay. Then after in the drafting, when it is straightened, again there is a web form is coming. All 8 slivers are drafted and coming out from the drafting zone as a one single web, like carding web. That web is again condensed into a one row form of the slivers. Okay, that is little bit twist will be there. Twisting is given. In drafting, all fibers are drafted here. See my finger. Suppose in the carded sliver will be there. Drafting this much of not breaking of slivers. Okay, just drafting will be there. Drafting this much of drafting, so that all fibers are straightened and taken out in the web form. That web form is condensed and revolving in the can. While revolving, the twist is inserted. 1 to 2 revolutions per minute twist is inserted, just to keep the straightened fibers in a same position, just to give small strength to the sliver. Twist is inserted. In carding also given, but in drawing also it's more. 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 revolutions per minute twist is given. And winding in the drawing cans. Okay, so in the drawing, carding cans are fed to draw frame in multiple pairs as 6 or 8 at back side. All back carding slivers are drawn in drafting zone of draw frame. Carding slivers are subjected to drafting, twisting and winding. Drafted web wound and delivered in a drawing can. Okay, hope this is the preparatory process for carded yarn. Carded yarn for the production of the coarser count 2s, 6, 8s, 10s or 12s, not for finer counts. Okay, finer yarn counts. Hope it is not enough. This is an introduction. You assume that this video is introduction. Next video, next further video I'm coming with after drawing or the other procedure, combing, rowing and ring frame winding will be there. I will come with that topic. Once I complete this up to winding introduction, then again I will come department wise in further what is the principles are applied in the operations, what is the benefit of the operations. Hope you have understood this small video clip regarding yarn technology or preparatory process of the spinning mill. Please subscribe to my channel. Those who are not yet subscribed, please share to your friends. Please like it. Please click the icon bell for next notifications. Thank you.